Well, hey everybody. I still look like shit, and I'm still Timothy Jones. Can't even see my face because of the crazy hat right on. Yeah, I don't know that I need 3 grand. Yeah, it's hard to start talking when you haven't been talking for hours. But I don't know that I need this place at all. I say this place. I was wanting this one because it was already mine. I'm established here. But what's happened, I believe, is I'm an inventor, a damn good one. I have them for all kinds of stuff, from hummingbird feeders to the pocket pee for women so they can pee on the side of the road without pulling their pants down. I mean, stuff that I do, people want, well, just make one of those for me. Can you just make one for me? And my mom, she said that years ago with a pocket pee. There's a little straw, little biodegradable straw, they got a little package, a little thing to keep clean, and a little foam rubber piece on a stick shifter in a truck. And a woman takes it to her spot and peas, and there's a little bit of toilet paper in there. It's biodegradable, throw it away. You're not exposing yourself in public at all. And it would work. And I saw on the Today Show, finally, years and years and years later, they came out with something similar to it. But I have it for everything. I mean, I do it. I realize that I can't talk so fast and can't get excited about it. But I'm an inventor that just uses. I use things that are already out there, so I have to look around. I keep getting robbed. I've been robbed. I got robbed yesterday by Robert, or the day before yesterday. I got robbed yesterday by Doobie. People are constantly robbing me. I believe because they don't want me to make the things that I'm going to make. I make them. They're all gone right now, the ones that I had. I'm deciding to make a wheelbarrow out of a baby, little stroller, one of the little cheapy strollers. They're all over in the trash. I make stuff out of the trash all the time. I mean, this right here, this was made out of the trash. This is a good solid piece of angle iron. Put on the rail of my house. This little piece here that I have stuck in there has done so many things you wouldn't believe. That little piece there does so much more. It's amazing. I've got fires that I've posted on 3 stakes. I think 3 straight steaks and a bent one, and you couldn't knock the freaking pot over. I mean, it would go. You could cook on. You put the biggest bonfire in the world you want on it, and push it down in the middle where those prongs are at, and you could barbecue on it. You barbecue on it, make coffee on it, all kind of stuff. Well, they stole those and recycled them. I made a fan, the kick-ass, baddest fan in the freaking world, out of little kids. What the hell is it called? I have trouble thinking the names of anything. I've name damage, brain damage worse than anything. I have brain damage, but it's mostly with names and stuff. But those little cars, the little 6-volt and 12-volt cars, kids ride around the yards. I made a fan with one of those. It just jammed so much. I was amazed with it. I was amazed, and I think of stuff. It's like, okay, well, we've got little solar charges out there and stuff. Well, we took a volume switch off of a radio to adjust it down, to adjust down the current. You could take and have a ceiling fan run off one of those much slower. So instead of using up so much power, you'd be able to have a solar powered yard fan that recharges itself. You can turn it on whenever. Always work. A 12-volt fan would go for days and days off one of those the little yellow top batteries, little small 12-volt batteries that we have. They run them unbelievably well. I just found that I have one video of one of the fans I made. It goes so fast and it's so kick-ass that I had it sitting across the room in the house there, and it was you couldn't even hear me talk. It just I didn't know it was that bad. I'm sitting there talking. Yeah, well, we can't make stuff like this in America because we're so crazy, and you couldn't hear me say that. Now we got to go to make sure that everything's safe and that stuff to where we don't get sued. And but this is a cool little fan. You can make one at home, and I had the wires all strung out, just made out of bullshit. I mean, this I made out of a kid's car seat, their little car, not car seat, bicycle trailer thing. Well, it's designed to, which I'll end up showing. I just want to make the things that I make out of stuff. I'm Timothy Jones, the Recycle King, because I'm a recycling freak. I love it. Aluminum's 100% recyclable. I don't care to get a penny for 2 cans, whatever it is you get. I give them to people that come by that are looking for a penny or two for each. I save them. I save them because it's important. This thing, once you move the bracket up a little bit from here where it was up to here where it is, drill the middle hole as well, where you can go a couple different places. But that changes the pivot point of this. You can hold way more weight, which it was designed to have a couple little kids in it in the back and stuff. Well, there's a lot of people that ride around trying to make one of these work, and I'm trying to make one work. I love making stuff. I don't need the money. I don't think. I don't care. I've tried to get people. I've told them several of my ideas, and shown them several of my ideas, and they really like it. Wow, that's cool. Can you make one more? Well, then they burn my house down. They burn my house down. They steal my things. They've been stolen so many times, and people just want one. I have a hummingbird feeder instead of having just a Pepsi bottle with 4 little red flowers with dots on them. Cool. The hummingbirds are the point, so that isn't that bad. But the hummingbird feeder that I have envisioned and not yet made, I've had people that want one. You just take some aquarium hose, a little air hose. I'm sure it comes in green, comes in various colors. Get it in green. We have plants all around the country, throwaway plants like that one. That's a recycled plant right there. It's plastic, but we have a bunch of that stuff around. So if you take a green little air hose or hose of that size, and you put leaves and stuff on it down it. Okay, now it looks like a vine. All right, so you take this vine, and in California they use drip irrigation systems for cultivation, as there's no rain in the summers and you need water. There's limited water, so you can only ease it up, and that way it'll drip a known amount per hour and all that stuff. Well, you just prick those things onto the hose, and there it is. It's wherever you need it to be. So you take this little vine thing that has little flowers on it. They're made for it. They're made for hummingbirds. You take those and you pop them on wherever you want. You take the vine, you put it on your balcony or your porch. So now it looks like a live vine with flowers on it. You can have multiple color ones, whatever with that. I know reds is the most drawing to them, but it'll look pretty. You take this pretty thing and have the Pepsi bottle hidden over here in the corner, where you can feed it, fill it every day or two, however often you need to. And they'll be flying up to a beautiful setting, so you'll be able to see them flying up on the neighbors and see, oh, look, they're flying over Miss Betty's porch. Or Mr. Robert, he has the most beautiful vines over there, and the hummingbirds come like crazy, and the bees come over, or I don't know if the bees hit them as much or not, whatever, but I have a lot of good usable ideas like that. I mean, tons and tons and tons of them. And people have always said, oh, man, you need to get that patented with the one that they like. Quick brushes that you clean your boots off with, sit next to the door entrance of people's houses where it's muddy. Well, do something like that, only a little bit smaller scale, a little bit less abrasive, and put little suction cups on it and stick it in the bathtub. So mama or papa or me or you, I'm crazy about cleaning my feet. I'm crazy about it. You walk out, you need them. You gotta be done. Maybe you just sit there and kick your foot back and forth and roll them up and lather up right on. Cool, washing your foot. You don't have to bend over and break your neck in the shower. Stuff are slippery. I've got them for all kinds of stuff. I had deployable airbag type device that is compacted on oil tankers so that Exxon Valdez type stuff doesn't happen. Because you can't take the oil out of the water, but you can take water out of the oil. So if you had a high volume, low pressure pump in a big deployable bag that was large enough to carry a couple times the volume of the tanker, as soon as you hit an ice bunker, or iceberg or whatever, start pumping the oil out, pumping just as thing deployed, man. They're going to be expensive. You know, expensive for airbags and stuff. My God, our planet needs it. Our planet's expensive. You don't want stuff like people going around washing birds. And Dawn, I love you. You know, you help a lot of birds and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, but if we can keep the oil out of the water, we can take that stuff, suck it back up into this big bag. Now it's going to float on the surface. There's oil lighter than water. It's going to float on the surface. It's just going to be a big bag that's floating around with oil and water in it. We have a couple tankers come over and hook up to it, suck that stuff out, take it over to a refinery where they can do what they have to do. You know, pump water, oil, whatever they got to do to get the salt and the water out of it, which is very doable. Much more doable than getting all the oil out of the Gulf of Mexico, wherever it is.